So now we're going to be talking to Simone Roden, but Queen Simone is how we know her because that's her birthright. An authentic spiritual speaker who is an expert in transforming human lives to take action into knowing who they are, not to be ashamed or afraid of it. And she does this by using real life stories of how she overcame obstacles with resilience by boldly and uniquely celebrating her mistakes and using it to rebuild her self-confidence, learning wisdom from her own life journey and the spiritual fundamentals from divine intelligence. Authentic Queen Simone is not going to fall into what society wants her to be. She encourages others to unapologetically embrace their authenticity. Queen Simone, afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm feeling spiritually authentic, my dear.
Oh, nice. All right, so Dahlia and Kenneth in the house and the Two Life family. Welcome to the Two Life crew.
Thank you for having me today. Hi, Kenneth.
Hi, how are you doing?
As I said before, I'm feeling spiritually authentic.
I just want to repeat it so I can just grab onto it and hold it too.
Yeah, take it.
That is an inauthentic teeth, you know. Queen Simone, today we're talking about self-worth.
Yeah.
And that's very important, you know, if we're going to be successful in life and self-worth means embracing our authentic self. So when we say self-worth, what are we talking about?
I think self-worth is like having a sense of self, you know, as I said before, knowing who you are and not be ashamed and afraid of it, regardless of what society might say about you, regardless of what the world might say about you, knowing that you have worth.
Yeah, and I like what you're saying because it's not just knowing yourself; it's knowing the value,
right,
of that self to the world. Amen. I love it.
All right, so like Dahlia said, we just had teeth the things then. So I wanted to tell us about your story and how you built your self-worth.
All right, so I was born and raised in the community of Almond Town, and I used to live in a tenement yard where them called Bundong Yard. And living in that yard, my mother used to live in our one kitchen. She's a single mother, by the way. And she used to live in our one little kitchen. So me used to sleep on the kitchen floor because the space never too there. And not only that, I used to wet bed. So you know, the get to them put up on the ground for sleep with a little sheet, so that's your little bed. And then now I've earned the name Wrinkle because I stopped wetting bed when I was 11. So even though I stopped wetting bed at that age, people used to still call me that. And of course, it used to make me feel bad and used to make me feel sad. But you know, when you're in a tenement yard, you're surrounded by different kind of people with different kind of culture and tradition in that yard. So there's a lady who lived next door to me. She have a baby. At that time, I was about like 8.5 to 9. She have a baby. And Dahlia, you know, normally they buy the Johnson baby lotion for rub on your baby skin. She bought a Lexus lotion.
Hey.
So this now make me start like look for my skin complexion because my color dark, you know.
Yeah.
So everybody want me rub them face. Everybody want me a brown face and black body, and me alone a black face and black body.
Yeah.
So you know, me look at them time there, and my mother's a person like this. She not have picnic speech. If you go to she go say, "Mommy, you know, say somebody trouble me." She start tell her say, "Who says so?" And if Betsy have big foot, she go say, "Tell Bigfoot Betsy." So I learned how to deal with my thing by tracing people and telling them of mine and telling them all kind of something. We never know, say, me to just laugh off of them and just ignore them and never make them bring me down. So while I was there now, in the same Almantown community, there was this lady that I admire. I don't know why I did know her and I don't know why I did like her. But she look at me one day and she said, you know, say, the light skin is better looking. And when she said that to me, and next week, a lady that was sitting beside me said, you know, me like with a girl here, she don't make nothing bad and nothing like that. Me don't really like that lady there, no, but me like the one that tell me, say, if me did light skin, with a better looking. So, you know, so at that time, when somebody where you like,
tell you
say,
and that you're going to
they're going to more influence on you because you like them. So my father and my mother have them back and forth. So my father never used good words to me. At one time, my father take it out for me, can look for me one day and tell me, don't even seem like me. So all of that now, I kill myself worth because father don't like me. So I start blame myself now and start feel like, say, I'm me are the problem. And, you know, people that say, you know, you never have no money now because you're mad and, you know, other person used to say these things. So, you know, so me take it to the bleaching. So me start rub it out first, a little toothpaste and a little ambi. Then I start to the face I come a little bit and thing and I start to look at something now come. Remember now just the face alone and rubbing on the body and touching that is what I saw in my environment. So while I was there, I started go to school. I used to go to Clancarty High School, and I remember when I reached grade 10, a teacher man coming at the class. And he said, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, beautiful students. I have some beautiful, handsome gentlemen to give you guys for husband now that you guys soon graduated. So he pointed on all the light-skinned girls, all the girls that wasn't that dark, and said, I have one for you, one for you, one for you. So 3 of us was left in the class. So
and
me,
none for
a girl, and a short girl. So he said, none for you, so-and-so, none for you, so-and-so, and none for you, Miss Roden.
Oh, my.
What?
If I could have disappeared in the class. I'm talking about it now, and it's like I'm feeling the whole things that jerk up my self-esteem.
No, son,
I felt so bad. And then I remember I took a picture over school one day, and it dropped. 3 of us was on the picture. My friend, my cousin, and myself. And a guy find it and say, but what's your picture this, you know? You couldn't put one brown in that picture. So it was that now, it was like giving me this understanding that, so I have to brown for somebody like me. I have to have a little color or a little something to be worthy, because remember, I see it in my yard with the baby skin and bleach out.
Yeah.
The lady woman like tell me stuff. My father can say don't even like me. Not my skin color, you know, but I don't know, whatever in my mother having to get out and me. Come back now, my day in school now and it's still a follow me up. What is this? So I start rub my skin now, I start bleach my face, but when now what now, you know, I start feel better now. I start feel a little confident. And man, I say, oh, that browning, but to tell you the truth, guys, deep down inside, it never feel right. It never feel right. Because you see, once you start rub that thing by your face, you'll come back black.
Yes.
So you have to maintain it, so it never feel right. So the time I used to sacrifice lunch money and food just to buy the little rubbings, you know, to 15, you know. And my self-esteem was shattered. Then me have very white teeth and my gone black. So when I smile, a girl will say to me, say, your teeth white teeth, but you're gone black. I'm like, what you know, no? So everything, I was going through depression, I was going through a lot of things, and it used to affect my schoolwork and stuff. I was a very bright student, you know. But me just afraid to step out. I was even prefect. At one point I was student council, but I never gone on a student council meeting because me see me never good looking like the other girl them that was on the front line. But deep down inside, me never really like it. Me never really like how it feel. A friend used to say to me, say, when I say, your face are calm, when she used to say, your face are calm, why you always say, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. But deep down inside, like something spiritually, like I've got to talk to me and say, you know, this must feel right. It don't feel right. That's why sometimes when I see people are live, you know, same thing, I know it don't feel right to them, but them just not admit it. So while I was there, you know, daily and thing, and rub out my face and thing, I start going to art class. Because different from that, I also have dreams and ambition of doing things. So I take it up for myself, save up my little lunch money, and start going to art class. When I go to art class, I get chicken pox. And when I look at my skin, I still have my face there, you know. It's like about in a 2002, about 2002, I go to 2003. So I use the bleaching cream on the chicken pox, and I wonder if it can take it out. Guys, chicken pox and bleaching cream don't agree because it has me looking like a sky dog. Me feel burn up. And that was when I made the decision to stop bleaching my skin and just never care no more. So right there, I said, it's most divine intelligence, you know what I call God?
Yeah.
To feel right, they said, no, for sure, me say, hear what me I say, come out of all of this thing here, because I pray now, I'm a cry about it, because my self-esteem was shattered. I even self-sabotage relationship. Whenever I meet man and them light skin, like, I remember one time I did like this man, I'm going to go to him and me and him and talk, and I say, you never want me, you know? And guess what? He never want me. Because that in my subconscious mind, that the teacher said to me, let me feel like I was not worthy of having somebody good.
And he probably sense it, can't bother call this.
The energy. He never want me for true. Him use out of you. What made it like him though? And not plus my father. The father figure that was supposed to love me told me that he don't even know that he liked me. So I didn't have a male figure to show me that, you know what, you're beautiful. So that was what I plus my mother, she not fitness speech now. So she beat and cussed and talk all kind of something. So that just did leave me feeling unworthy at that time. And then I went to Carnival, the last time Carnival came. Remember when we started the road march and the road Carnival?
Yes.
And there was this girl dancing beside me. In my eyes, in my mind, she was moving in slow motion. One of the most beautiful chocolate skin girl I have ever seen. And the girl had danced, and I watch her. I mean, I said, wow, I still want confidence in my skin too. I still want can move to and feel good. The girl looks so beautiful. And for some reason, it's like she disappeared in front of my eyes. Now I wonder if it was a dopey. But that was the transformation and the rebirth of Queen Simone.
Simone, let me tell you something. May I listen to you, and a lot of times me have a conversation here with people when them start talking about why people are bleach. Why me say you think people just get up on this
No, they did not. No.
I'm go bleach. It's the constant reinforcement.
Right.
And also my talk about, oh my gosh, why are they bleaching? Them themselves passing off a kind of energy to people that in this country, people don't feel comfortable in them skin.
And you made a point earlier, as a child, if who was supposed to have your back? If them have it, because here Simone said, our parents.
Yes.
So they didn't speak the confidence in her. Speak it into her to start say, well, all right.
So I have to fight for that confidence through prayer and through my life experience. And as I said, I saw the girl, and when I always did yearn, the inauthentic self was yearning
to embrace the queen in you.
Queen in me, but it now come out.
All right. We're gonna take a time signal. Can we know say it come out, or we're gonna find out how it come out, or we can help others bring out for them own too. Now go away, Simone. We'll come right back. What a beautiful job I have to get to meet people like Simone Roden, Queen Simone. Yeah, man, and I lie, man, because this is the kind of energy and positivity I want the young girls them out there hearing us, Simone. Sometimes we are taught, but what we are taught now connect. Because we have not lived the experience. And you have lived it. So, I'm glad for hear. So with all of that, I mean, you're not getting the reinforcement from community and all. I mean, I blame them. Them never get it either.
Right.
It's what they have grown up into. Exactly. So them not get the reinforcement. Them not passing it on. Unfortunately, the place of learning that should have changed that didn't change that. So here you are now. Oh, you overcome all of that, Simone.
All right. So after the chicken pox thing now, I'm seeing my face look terrible and awful. It's like, so me have to stop use the cream. But when I stop use the cream, it's like, when I look at my face, the chicken pox start going. And for some reason, I just start to myself in a beautiful light. I don't know where it comes from, but I start to my face. And I start visualizing me and the girl there dance. The black girl there, I dance. And my face come off good enough. Clean. I'm stop and then I realize when I go outside, I hear Rastaman, Rastaman loves to that queen and king and call me queen. And this was like in 2003, 2004, And I'm like, queen and, oh God, a girl is black and pretty. But what I realized is that the moment I took out of my subconscious mind that I was not beautiful and I was start accepting myself, then the world at large and the universe started to send person to come and affirm that. Because I am now walking into a more like self-accepting confidence. Before, it was low self-esteem, so I was attracting all of those people.
Yeah.
The teacher when I attract, the friend when I attract, everybody when I attract, all came from that subconscious programming since I was a childhood. It started from the first lady when I said buy the Lexus lotion to her baby skin.
Jesus have mercy.
That's where it started, but she don't know nothing better because she was bleaching and
she tried to get her child.
Everybody was like, she blacky and thing and the toothpaste and all of these things. So when I start to affirm myself, I remember I hear a song by African Queen, and the song I say, you are my African Queen. And I say, no man, the man write that song here to me.
Girl,
so I say,
my dreams.
Right. So I say, never change my name to Queen Simone. At first, when I do it, me Lord God, no, Queen Simone. But when me hear about Queen, I say, I look like no Queen. Queen is not the way on TV, and I look like Miss World now, Miss Jamaica now, Miss Universe. I have the quality here, that I have the skin there. So I'm a queen. Then I say, all right, now go research what is a queen. When I look now, I say, oh, I know somebody named Queen Latifah. I never see where she get her crown from. When I work, I realize that I never no competition and no contest. It's a family member tell her, say, all women are queen. So the confidence start building now. So I say, yeah, Go Queen. Yeah. I'm a look one, I'm say, but wait, there, Jamaica, this is not a face reality because Jamaica people love criticize people. So I say, oh, you're Jamaica Queen. So I say, oh, Queen Africa.
Yes.
I say, oh, I never see them country. So I say, all right then. So, you know, I start using them things that have confidence and stop ignoring what they say. Because Dahlia, Queen for me is not, we sit down for one show and I tell people, you put grape in a mind, or in a mind.
No.
It's not a rule over nobody and a rule over. Queen for me is a mentality. It's an attitude. It's a self-confidence in knowing your word and knowing that you're born from a king, so automatically that qualifies you a queen.
Yeah. But like I tell people say you have only a kingdom too, so yeah,
exactly.
When people say queen, they must say, oh, you call yourself queen. She are the queen, you don't have one queen.
No, not
queen.
That.
You have only a queen.
Talking about is that I wear a spiritual crown that cannot expire. So there's no way a man is going to dictate at what time I need.
You're going to reign or you're not going to reign.
When you're going to reign or when you're not going to reign.
But you know, you said something, Simone, and it's something that I tell people. I don't practice it enough, but people always say if you think about something and you talk about it and you manifest it, you see it's being attracted to you. And then because the people who could say, wow, you're so beautiful. I've probably always been around, but you're not pre them. You're not pre them.
I'm not this one. No, I start up. People in my start up and put you know.
Yes.
So before I start one of the consciousness. So the first time I said I got test out the green word. Them time they on Instagram. None of them saw me. The Instagram. I don't think it's going to come out at the time. So I'm going to one bank now. I'm say a guy and he said, what's your name? So I said, Queen Simone. So see me, I look a queen in Jamaica. Same time I kind of get shaky. I know when I can't hear what this is going to do now for myself. I know. Then same time I just jump up out of myself like something inside of me. I said, we are a queen. I want you. So I said, let me ask you a question. Did you know that you are a king? He was like, oh, no. So I said, now I realize why you couldn't call me a queen. Because you don't identify yourself as a queen.
That
as a
is
king.
right.
So there's no way you want to call me queen. But let me tell you this. You are queen. And me, you're king, and me, a queen, and we are royal. This year we can't expire. And the guy looked at me like, where do you come from? And we say, have a wonderful day. So queen for me is no attitude. It's not like, oh, I'm going to reign over my body.
Yeah.
It's the queen of speaking. It's the queen of this. No, I'm queen for my authentic self. I tap into my inner self and find out that is who I am by birthright.
Yeah. Simone, it wasn't easy. I'm listening to it because sometimes it's not easy for push back against nurturing, where people grow you into and where you live. So there are I mean, I don't want to narrow it just to young ladies because there are young men out there who are also changing the color of their skin because there's nobody telling them that beautiful black king, you are amazing and you're wonderfully made and we love you the way you are. So what are some recommendations that you have for persons who are tuned in now, who are listening now and they want to embrace that self-worth, but community depend them, school, everybody depend them. What are the recommendations that you have?
First and foremost, I would like to say is to celebrate your mistakes. You see, we go through a lot of things in our life because, your parents will tell you it's a mistake because your father never grew with you and we never did wire you before and then something happened and we never take contraceptive and condom birth. So this and that. So just celebrate your mistake, every journey of your life where you find yourself, be valuing yourself, whether in the relationship, whether it be in a work area, in a workplace. So sometimes self-esteem can get burnt down there.
Yes.
And if you go to certain school where you come from certain socio-economical background, then put you down. And them talk all kind of things. I remember when I just go to school, I'm going to get one test to do in a 7th grade in a Clancarty. A young miss come to me and tell me, get all of them right. She come to me and say, I think so you did done. Say so why you say so? She said, because you speak patois. I said, well, I'm trick you this time. So you see, she's saying that she thinks I am done because I speak patois.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things and a lot of stigma that is attached to a lot of things. And a lot of things what we do in our life and decisions where we make, where people might call it mistakes, but I think if it's celebrate your mistake and use it to rebuild your self-confidence, because me bleaching out my skin, me doing all of them things there, and doing that, when he tap into it, he realize about wait, if we never go through this, who did I answer no one? Dahlia could not call me, and Rodo could not call me if we never go through all of this.
You can't imagine. You can't imagine.
You see?
Listen.
It's all of that make me
and you tell you, and you have some people All when you rise above and you celebrate. Me, you know, when the person come and say, me think you dance. She knows say you not dance, but she try send back your mentality in a space to make you feel like you don't belong.
Feel like you don't belong.
Yeah, but me like how, and people have to understand that as they grow and as they develop and as they move, a demon, I call them.
I just say this. There is this quote that this young man always say. It is the enemy's job to rob you of you.
See it there?
To rob you of your integrity, to rob you of your confidence, but most of all, to rob you of your authenticity.
Yes.
Because your authenticity is powerful, and everybody's authenticity is different, by the way.
Hey, Queen Simone is a powerful thing you talk today, because, listen, I said to people, there are so many of us on earth. Mm-hmm. Why, if all of it was the exact same color, mind, personality.
Yeah, so that boring.
That's a question. Remember you have ice cream flavor, you have pistachio, you have grape nuts, you have chocolate. Who like chocolate, go eat chocolate. Who like pistachio, go eat pistachio. Why should I fit in for imperfect people who use style like me? We are all human. I now see people as a human. I never see you as a radio personality. I said I'm going to talk to two human extraordinaire today.
That's it, girl. That's it. That's it.
So I just use my mistakes as a guide, everything that I've been through, the bad decisions that I've made, the relationship, because of my poor mentality and my poor subconscious mind. And I just turn my mistake into an acronym. I'm around the whole nation where I listen right now. So just know, say, as of today, whichever mistake you make relationship-wise, anything, the marriage or your parents force your inner, to say, if you talk to that person here, you will get big name, you will get big things, and you will get visa. Me and me couldn't know say all of the mistakes they want to make when they're not happy with themselves. Today mistake is an acronym. So take notes. M is for March, I is for into, S is for self-awareness, T is for true, A is for authentic, K is for knowledgeable, and E is for experiences. So March into self-awareness, true, authentic, knowledgeable experiences. And that's mistake.
Yes. Queen Simone, we're headed up to the 4 o'clock, but I know all of people are listening right now would like to benefit from your experience, from the way that you engage us today. And I know that you do that. I know that you help people to transform their lives. How do they get in touch with you? How do they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Authentic Queen Simone, or you can go on my website at www.authenticqueensimone.
Listen, when I reach out to Simone, reach out, because this is not a lady that is guessing or spelling. This is a lady who's lived it. She's still on the journey, but what a beautiful journey. Yeah, what a beautiful journey it's been. And I'm very happy that you did that journey so you could have come share it today with the Two Life family.
Exactly.
Yes. Queen Simone, respect, I'm going to say that lightly. Respect you. Big up your authentic self.
Right. I salute the divinity in you all.
All right. Queen Simone, share some royal knowledge that's saying, Kenneth. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Hey, dark skin girl, you be a call. When I love to have you close to me. When the rain a fall, lay you head up on my chest. My black princess, your smile alone make me know black woman are the best. Hey, chocolate skin, ever hot. You will never diss and you will never turn my back. On my shoulder you can be. You are my queen. Nothing's a beautiful girl in this world I ever seen.